Welcome to challenge 14. We are to print the first 10 Fibonacci numbers without recursion. So this is interesting. We're to print the first 10 Fibonacci numbers without recursion. So recursion happens when a function calls itself. So here we are supposed to do it without recursion. So we are supposed to create a function that would do this without recursion. So to get started, we would like to know what are Fibonacci numbers. So Fibonacci series of numbers where each number is the sum of the two preceding numbers. So as you can see here, so these are the first two numbers that we will have, 0 and 1. And then afterwards, we can now apply this where where each number is the sum of the two preceding numbers. So over here we have 1 and 0. 1 plus 0, then we'll get 1. 1 plus 1 will get 2. 2 plus 1 will get 3. 3 plus 2 will get 5. 3 plus 5 will get 8, and so on and so on. So this is what we're supposed to make. So I will create a list to store these numbers for us. And in this list that we will have, we can create a list or not, or we can just print out the numbers. So I think let's just print out the numbers without creating a list. Okay, so let's start by creating our function. So let's just say function, sorry, I'm just gonna say function create function, let's name it fibnums, and this is going to be an empty function. And what are we going to do with this? So let's create our variables. So we're going to have variable a will be equal to 0. The first two numbers, we'll have them already, like a will be 0 and b will be 1. Then from there we can set the sequence. So let's say a is 0, and then var b is equal to 1, something like that. Now gonna create a for loop for since we want 10 numbers and we already have 2, that means let's set I for variable. That means our I has to be less than 8, right? So var I will be equal to 0. Then we're gonna do this for I is less than 8. Then I increase itself by 1. Then what will happen? So now we will have a variable c. Let's create a variable. We can create a variable c, and this variable will be equal to a plus b, and then enter. Then we can print this out now. So we can do console.log c. We've printed that, and then what happens after printing it? So after a and b, we now want to move. We have added a and b, and then we got this value 1. This is the c value. So what happens now? We want b to be equal to this value and a to be equal to this value. So now our b is now equal to this value that we got after adding. Then our a is no longer 0, and then our a is now equal to 1. So the two numbers, the a and b, will move. A will be this value, will be the value to the left, and then b with the value to the right. Then when we go on, even when we're around here, if b is this value, then a will be the value at the left there. So this is how we want it to work. So now our a is now equal to the b value, and b is now equal to the c value over there. So this is how it will work, and it will run this for I is less than 8. So the first 10 numbers will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have to get 34 as the last number. So over here we are not returning anything, so we can call the function fib num. Okay, I'm always forgetting this, but one day one day one day we will remember to put this. And so let's see if Control S, if this works. If it doesn't, we'll try again. Oh, okay, so it does work. Oh, okay. So the thing is, before I do this, I'm supposed to console.log this as well. Console.log. So let's say a comma b, since we also want this to be printed out. Yes, so we have 0, 1, 1, 2. So we could just fix this. We wanted to start on another line, so let's see if doing this, control copy, control V, and control V, then putting in our B, control S. Let's run it. So yes, 2, 3, 5, 8, 30. So this is correct. So in the next one, we will be doing the same thing, but with recursion. So thank you. If you have a different way to approach this, please put it in the comments, or just like the video and subscribe. Thank you.